And that deadly crash in Pahrump marked the 81st death on Southern Nevada roads this year. Today, state police releasing new numbers statewide. So far, 375 people have died on Nevada roads. That is up 3% from the year before. State police say that 105 of those deaths were pedestrians. 54 deaths were from not having proper restraints like a seatbelt, and 267 of the state's total deaths are in Clark County.